Firstly, folks, thank you so much for the warm comments and flooding me with all your feedback and some questions that you'd like me to talk about. I did talk about some very basic but big goof ups we end up doing in some interviews. As a follow up to that, one of our viewers had some questions. Before I delve into them, I do want to talk about one concept that's very important as you are interviewing for any job, any college, anywhere. It's called the CAR concept. It's very simple to remember. CAR, CAR. Concept, action, and result. Whenever you are asked to describe any work that you've done, any project that you've led, or any activity that you've accomplished, keep this concept in mind. Keep this principle in mind. Give the interviewer a very quick background of what it was all about. That's called the concept. The second one, talk about the action points, the actions you took to accomplish the result, and then talk about the result. Now let's answer the first question that came that how long should it be? Sometimes people just go on and on and on, and I've seen this as well. When I ask someone, okay, tell me about a project that you were leading, or they come up and they tell me about something very exciting they did. They say, okay, I delivered 90% savings in my year one, or I led a charitable campaign and I accomplished XYZ amount of money collection, and I ask them more about it, and they go on and on and on about the concept. Ideally, when you are answering a question in an interview, the concept should be no more than 10 to 20% of your answer. It should be quick. Give the interviewer a background and idea of why it was needed. Action should be the biggest part of your entire answer, around 60 to 80%. What were the key things you did? How you led it? Were you the main driver, or you were only influencing the results? And then finally, close the answer by saying, because I did so and so work, this is how I led the campaign, or because I was able to get so many other people to join hands with me, clearly laying out what was the real driver of the success, I delivered this result. So probably in a 30-second to 1 minute answer, you have covered concept, action, and result. In any question that you are asked, unless it's a very, very complicated question that does require you to give great amount of details, and the interviewer has laid that out that I want a detailed answer, do not take more than 2 to 3 minutes to answer a question. The second question that had come to me was, if we don't really have an answer to what we have been asked, how do we sail through? Well, it could happen that at that point of time, you're stuck for an answer. You've been asked something. It could be of functional importance. It could be related to your prior experience, and you don't have an answer. Say so that I'm not being able to recollect it right now. Let me come back to this at a later point during our interaction. Or it could really be that you don't really have that experience or answer. For example, it could be about leading a project, and you've never led a project. That's okay. Admit it and say, you know what, I've not really led a project, but I've been part of many projects where I have been the key influencer or the key contributor, and this is what I have done. And you can top it up saying, if given the opportunity, I'm very confident of being able to do it because I've gathered this much experience being a part of it or observing it from a distance. If you really just cannot think of anything, you can say, well, I do not have an answer for that right now. And somewhere during the interview, try to give the interviewer the confidence that here I'm a person who's an eager learner. I'm very, very willing to stretch myself and contribute, and you should end up just fine. All of us may not have answers to all the questions that come our way. At the end of it, in an interview, the interviewer is simply looking for that confidence. If I hire this person, will this person deliver the goods? You may not be a person who has the answers today, but if the interviewer feels that this is a person who will go, network, learn, and deliver what I need, you will be hired. Lastly, there was this question, that should we be asking the interviewer anything about the organization culture and what will it take to thrive in that organization? The answer is an absolute yes. An interview is a two-way process where the interviewer is evaluating your candidature, and this is also the time for you to assess, is this the organization where you'll fit in? Because if this is your new job, it really matters a lot where you start off and how you perform in your first job. And the culture is a key factor. If this is your second or third job or you're switching your jobs, you definitely want to land in a place where you will thrive. Yes, you can clearly ask your manager, the interviewer, that what does it take for me to thrive in this assignment? He or she could then tell you some cultural factors or could even lay out some technical requirements that you should be aware of, that you should know, that you should quickly pick up these skills, thrive in that assignment. So wishing you guys the very best. Keep pouring in your questions. Loved answering these. Feel free to reach out at richa.corporatediaries@gmail.com with more questions or any help that you may need. Thanks guys.